Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Link to the Past Randomizer daily race. Tonight we have an open 7-7 to beat Ganon featuring Relkin, Ohado, Cassidy Moment, and Julu Ninja. How's it going, folks? I am WolfLink0370, and joining me on the mic tonight is Professor Renderer. How's it going?
I am doing spectacular.
So, open 7-7 to beat Ganon. If you've seen the current qualifiers that are going on, this is the mode they're doing. So this is going to be good practice for those trying to get in to the current tournament that's just starting up for Link to the Past Randomizer.
Yeah, this is very exciting. I can't wait to see what's in store for the main tournament. So far, these seeds have been pretty nice and pretty cool.
Now, I just wanted to address something here for anyone who might not have tuned in to Randomizer recently. What a 7-7 means is that we need 7 crystals to open Ganon's Tower, and 7 crystals to actually fight Ganon. We can actually customize how many we have in version 31, which is the newest version.
Yeah, and I love rando seeds. I love random crystals. It's probably one of my favorite game modes ever. Like, it gives you a chance to read the signs that's outside not only the Pyramid Power, but also Ganon's Tower.
Indeed. So, what are we going to be setting today? That's the question. We got 4 good runners here across the field of... Oh, how many was it tonight? 25 entrants, it looks like. So it's going to be a good showing tonight all the same.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Alright, so... I want to be nice to the runners tonight. Let's see if I can find an early hammer to see.
All I'm really looking for is a clean fight.
Indeed. Alright, so we're going to get started here any second now. So what is that? Setting early boots as well. That would also be good. Let's
Yeah, early boots would be very, very nice. It's not like what was it, like the second weekly or something, or not even like the second weekly, but like this past 2 o'clock race where the Moldorm 2 chest had the boots and you never got a chance to do it at all.
Yeah, that sucks. Last just boots.
Yeah, Last Chance Boots having that, and we should be heading the races pretty soon.
Yep.
And game starts.
Alright, Sanctuary start for Relkin at the very least. Justin Arrow's there. At least one person started at Link's house, and we have the sword there. Wow, early combat scene today.
Oh, that's definitely a really nice start right out of the gate here with that sword in hand for Ohado. And we got a pretty early map.
I think I saw 2 pendants on the overworld?
Yeah, I saw one Eastern Palace, and then there's a crystal in Hera.
Yeah, definitely Crystal of Hera, definitely a pendant at Desert. I didn't see the colors of the pendants though at Eastern and Desert though. I think a red pendant was at Desert.
And the blue one was on Eastern.
It looks like it was green pendant on Desert. Uncle having bombs for us.
Very nice, and a whole jackpot on the mushroom spot in the Lost Woods.
Yeah. It looks like Desert might have been green pendant. We'll have to get a better look at it, obviously.
Oh, definitely.
Both those backtracks are really quick.
Yeah, Joel and Ninja getting some 3 bombs from the drop down in the Lost Woods. And Cassidy Moon's gonna check a look at that Lumberjack Ledge, only a shield. And Ohado heading straight for escape.
I mean, with that sword, has the combo to get there and you're already in the area. Early escape could very well be a good play.
Oh, definitely. Joel and Ninja's gonna have for these typical Kakariko play along with Relkin.
And it looks like it wasn't even a red pendant at Desert.
That's what I thought. Checking
Lots of
the
checks coming up.
map chest, 20 rupees. Welcome checking Blind's Hut, only a art container, 50 rupees. Potion,
That's actually really good.
and some bombs.
Yeah, Potion's really good because they have a bottle now for sick kids, so they don't have to double back and get that check later. They're in a good spot to get that.
Yeah, the convenience of the bottle pretty early in Kakariko lets you do another maximization check here. So that's just the sick kid instead of having to do the normal Kakariko about sick kid. Ohana heading for the boomerang chest.
We just had to do another map check and I missed it. That was lightning quick.
Yeah. Now Roken heading for the well. 20 rupees to start off. Checking the bomb wall. Cassidy's gonna open up, check out the dam here. And heart container in the bomb chest. Heart piece.
The
no
lamp. Okay, so lamp's an early fire source. So you could be telling them to go try their hand at Eastern. Or Dark Cross as well. Green potion from the merchant.
And that's actually a vanilla location, oddly enough.
Yeah, I mean, the bottle got pre-filled for them, but
Yeah,
it's a
but
minor detail.
it is a bottle. It's a bottle location.
Indeed. And
How to
Ohana
get
taking a death. That is intentional, of course.
Yeah, that worked.
Speaking of vanilla locations, that is 10 arrows that... What is actually a 10 arrow chest in the chicken house.
Huh, didn't know that.
It helps when you've played the game and opened up every single chest just for memory's sake.
Rocking a check sick kid. And
Another
Lord
sword! We already have Master! Oh, wait.
That's Aga.
Oh, that's not good. Aga 1 is on there. And we have Quake on the Lumberjack ledge.
Mmm. And another 300 rupees over in the back of the tavern. Cassidy Milne heading for the Agata Cave. And Julian is going to get his temper sword, his fire sword.
So we have Master and Lamp available. Aga's already in play. That's not a good thing. Our runners don't know it yet. The hurt bottle on there, and we have the bug
Bugging it on Agana. It's a nice safety, but we don't have. But Cassidy doesn't have any bottles, and most of the bottles that we've seen are already pre-filled. Race Scheme only having 20 rupees. And another bottle in the library, so that's already 3 bottles that we know of so far.
Yeah,
Ohana taking
that third bottle also has a B in it. So the 3 filled bottles.
Ohana taking a potential death warp to get back out of escape.
Meanwhile, Roken, I believe, picked up the Master Sword.
And
he did open the Link's chest, I would assume.
Yeah, so is Joel Ninja.
So we have 2 or 4 runners here with the Master Sword now.
And also Ekawan being in play. Cassidy, we're going to check now. Mini Moldorm Cave. We're going to be receiving 3 bombs, a 20 rupees, another bottle. All 4.
That's the 4th one already, and a boomerang.
Yeah, it's all 4 bottles accounted for right out of the gate, and all of them are filled.
And gets full magic to boot. What is this nonsense?
Typically, we see the bottles like pretty far out in the seas, but only all 4 bottles in only 10 minutes or 5 minutes. That's crazy.
And Sick Kid, who requires at least one of those bottles, had a sword. I may be reading into this too much, but I think we have an Aga Dark World access seed here. We'll have to wait and see, of course, but it's seeming very likely that that's where the seed wants you to go.
Yeah, it's an early checks, and then again, we don't have the possibility that we don't have a Moon Pearl just yet. It might also lead to the possibility that the Moon Pearl could be on the Pyramid Ledge, but then again, it's still early to tell.
And so far, we haven't seen hide nor hair of it. And it's either the eastern area or it's Aga. I think we're already running out of checks that are in logic.
Yeah, so far we don't have anything yet. So really, Eastern Palace is the play to make. And if that's not where the Moon Pearl is, then it's going to be on Pyramid Ledge. And
Samaria
on the Pyramid Ledge. The Lake Hylia Island, so we need a mirror for that.
In the mirror and the flippers. Oh, actually, maybe not the flippers. I think there might be some fake flippers handing you can do Dark World, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah. Cassidy and Jolo heading for the eastern area. Gonna check Sahasrara.
Green pendant is Turtle Rock. 20 rupees. The bow. Alright, we just go straight up. We can just straight up clear Eastern, but Cassidy does not have the lamp.
Yeah, he still needs to go over to I believe, Kakariko.
Yeah. But then again, the lamp is suggestion really in Eastern. It's not hard locking anything except for just the ability to see.
Yeah. So Cassidy probably will not just worry about that at all. And since Cassidy and Jello are pretty much almost identically going the same routes here, we're heading over to Eastern Palace. This could be our answer. It is also pendant Eastern.
Now the question is, do you full clear pendant Eastern, or do you leave once you find the items?
Depends on the placement, really.
Yeah, I would agree to that. First item is 20 rupees though, so not great. Only 3 items in Eastern, and we already have one of them. And yeah, I can agree with that statement in chat. The dark rooms, if you don't dark room navigation, Eastern is one of the easier dark rooms to learn.
Yeah.
Maybe with the exception of the room with the eye orbs.
Yeah, the Igor room is tricky if you don't know the placement of them and where to place your link. But if you know a little bit about how that works, then you're fine. Also, there's Moon Pearl and a shovel on the back of Escape,
which isn't logic because we have the lamp. So we have the Moon Pearl, and the shovel opens up another one-off check.
And looks like Roken actually heading straight for Aga. He's gonna gamble on the possibly Aga being something of use.
Well, we had so many bottles early on. It would make sense. We had the red boomerang as the second item in Eastern.
Now, put something up in chat too. Aga one's not necessarily dead. The only time it would be dead is if, well, first of all, it would be one of them's glove, which is on a big chest.
So yeah, big chest glove. So that's all 3 items out of Eastern. So we're done here.
Right. So that is some value right there. That now
also
means
not quite access to Dark World. We need the hammer or the other glove.
Since we do have access to the mountain, but only up until Spectacle Rock.
Which could have something for us. We'll see if Cassidy or Julon makes the play. They both seem to have dipped out of Eastern for the time being. Which makes sense, they got all the items out of there, so all that's left is fighting the boss, and we don't know if that pendant is required or not yet.
Right. And Jolden is now going to grab his Moon Pearl and his shovel. Which also kind of makes me realize something. There's also shovel that we have not checked yet. That's exactly what Cassie's going to do. And also Jolo.
So we find another glove in Dark World or the hammer, then we have most likely a Dark World access scene.
Yes. And also Zora is also in Logic, but it's so far out that the way you normally would take it.
Indeed. Next spot is the boat. That's a good find.
That's an excellent find for Cassidy Moe, and that does bring that shovel to good use.
Yeah, Julon also picking up the boots. It also opens up 2 item locations, I think.
Yeah, that opens up the Bonk Rocks.
And King's Tomb, which we can't reach yet, but does also let us get the 3rd bottle if we really want to. And Cassidy is finally going to be clearing out Kakariko. We'll get that Master Sword. Julon, meanwhile, is heading here. Already has cleared out Hyrule Castle. They're thinking Aga. Or, no, they haven't done Uncle yet?
No, but they are in the general area.
All right. So it's time for something we rarely play. Guess how many blue ball shots Aga 1 will throw? The maximum on is 15 because he always throws an orange shot at the start of every one of his cycles.
Yes, and shots 2 through 4 will be either blue balls or red balls, and the fifth one's always going to be a lightning strike.
Yeah, and the orange shots, the orange/red shots are the only ones that can be reflected.
Yes, and in case a runner has to do Aga as well, they will get the same pattern.
Yeah. So there's no RNG in this fight, except unless you die, in which the pattern changes.
Right.
But Aga's kind of an easy boss, and we've got 4 orange shots on the first pass, so that's a pretty good Aga. This is going to be maximum 8-3 cycle.
Right. So there's the 5th shot.
And
that's
it's the perfect Aga.
Nice.
That's the ideal Aga you want to see. No blue balls.
Yeah, that's a very nice Aga 1. As you said, the ideal Aga 1 fight.
And there we go. Skullwoods, Misery Mire, 5-6 crystals. Everything else is a crystal, and we already know Turtle Rock is the green pendant. Ironically, Misery Mire is the intended 6 crystal. There's the hammer!
Oh, that is value.
That's not only value. That means that unless those Titan Smiths are out there in the overworld, Relkin made the right play.
Oh, that's definitely true, and that also now means that, I mean, yes, he doesn't have the bow yet. He needs to go to Sahasrella.
Oh yeah, you would also need the flippers to reset that otherwise. So yeah, Aga most definitely required this seed unless the items were placed just right.
Yeah, it really depends though. Ohado actually checking out doing his flipper checks using a fake flipper.
Yep, pretty standard or minor glitch you normally see in these races.
And now Relkin's gonna check
tricks. So there is a few more that we have. We'll go over them if we see them.
Relkin checking over Hyped Cave. That's 20 rupees. 20 rupees. 300 rupees. Piece of hearts and piece of heart. That's a broken hearts and broken heart bank, I guess. And flippers.
The flippers were underneath the bonk rocks. So Titan's Mitt, if it's on the mountain, would mean Relkin did not have to fight Aga, but probably save time overall because you'd have to go all the way around for that hammer.
Definitely, yeah. That's a good time save for Relkin, even if it's not Aga 1 required.
Now, there is one drawback to this, a couple drawbacks actually. First off, he's going to have harder enemies in the overworld, so his light world's going to be a lot harder to navigate. Well, slightly. And there's the mirror. Second one involves that mirror, actually. If he stays equipped with a mirror and Aga defeated, he's going to be on the pyramid, which could throw off his safe warps.
Zora only having a heart container, and Jolin just heading up the mountain. And Relkin's also going to be very much rewarded with that mirror in hand. He's going to get that boost.
Yeah, this is definitely Relkin's game right now.
Oh yeah, this is a very nice it's a very nice seed. Like, you got 0 blue balls, the ideal Aga fight. Not only that, but you also have the hammer directly after fighting Aga. Only 20 rupees in K45.
Alright, my eyes are on Julon right now because if the Titan Smith is not up here, then we have to do Dark World. Let's be an Aga, logically.
Yes. And no.
It's alright, we have Bombos and 20 rupees there, so there is no Titan Smith. It's logically available. Let's run King Zora, which I think we just saw from Ohado. So Aga was 100% required this scene.
Yeah, Relkin's called for Aga 1 paid off significantly. He's got a pretty nice advantage right now.
And the scene, like I said earlier, telegraphed that pretty well with the 2 early swords and all of the bottles readily available to you. Because
Definitely.
one of those swords was on Sick Kit.
Yeah, then again, too, since Relkin does not have the bow and ultimately the gloves, even then, it's still a really nice play for Relkin to do Aga 1 when he did it ahead, and that definitely paid off well. He did a whole lot of checks, and now we know that we can actually clear Palad once he gets that bow and the gloves. Rogan going to go for the bonk rugs to get his flippers.
So now the question is, where are those Titans mitts?
Well,
Rogan,
go ahead.
Rogan now also has access to Tower Hera, so he's going to be split astray from Eastern, but that's a fine thing to do. Rogan? No! He has a checklist. I'm face falling right now.
I mean, it's not too bad, honestly. I mean, he's gonna get a shield, but then again, I mean, he hasn't checked it, so not really too much to blame on him.
I suppose that is true, but if I had known, I would not have grabbed that.
Yeah. And there's also another shield out there too, and that's on the Zoral Edge.
Okay, that one I would grab, at least in this instance now, because the Fire Shield's the better one.
Right.
Rogan looks to be heading to the... No, it's heading south. So hopeful that he was going to be heading over to it. But it looks like he's going to get his Cane of Samaria. Yes,
that's exactly what he's going to be doing. It's very nice. He's actually going to see it first. But we'll confirm, though, yes, there is Cane of Samaria over there. Ohado grabbing his gloves.
So, in terms of the pedestals today, there's not really a lot that can be on ped tonight. If you think about it.
All. Yeah, just.
Well, I've been looking around as well. Ether was found as well, so it can't be a medallion. We know where Quake is.
Yeah. Only thing that I can really see is
Flute?
Maybe the hookshot.
Flute and hookshot, yeah.
Auto grabbing his Moon Pearl and shovel.
Yeah, Flute and hookshot are the only two items that could possibly be on ped.
Yeah, but even then, it's still kind of. There's a whole lot of checks that we have to do. It's pretty slim.
Yeah, very unlikely that we have a ped agate seed.
Yeah.
Although, what a seed this would be if that was the case.
Yeah. And Cassidy heading for the Aga play too.
Yeah, out of options.
He will be the first player to have the necessary Dark World things to do most of the things you can do in the Dark World, but not like all of them, like you still Titans miss.
Well, he'll get the hammer when he's off the pyramid, and that, combined with the bow and the lamp, puts piles of darts in full clear logic. Roken's avoiding it because he doesn't have the bow.
Yes, that's the thing. He still has to go up into the eastern area to get his bow and also his gloves.
It looks like Julian's made the same conclusion that this is a ped seed, or an aga seed rather. Ending up there now.
Yep, Ohada grabbing his flippers from the bonk rocks.
Broken, are you doing what I think you're doing? He's over by Swamp Palace. He mirrored it right in front of it. Is he gonna dive Swamp without the hook shot?
This is a gutsy gamble.
We'll see. He might have just put the mirror down just in case. No, he's going in!
Yeah, this is a gutsy gamble for Elkin.
Indeed. I can't argue against that.
Yeah,
Probably looking for the bow.
Yeah, you have 5 items here.
6,
currently,
actually.
Yeah, currently. Yeah, you have 6 items, but we can, in case there's some items in the back, we really can, I think the maximum we can really do is 5.
Yeah, actually. We can just start. No, actually, it's 4.
4, okay, yeah. 5 checks and 4 items. Yeah, that's what I thought. And Cassie on his Aga 1 fight.
Which we know is a Jet Aga, so Aga's gonna be kind to us unless we miss a shot. Because that's something I didn't talk about. Shots can be missed, and if that's the case, who knows what's beyond that second cycle, the other half of that second cycle. Very clean Aga 1 thus far from Cassidy. Item found in Swamp House, but it's just some money.
Cassie doesn't need to grab the ball. The only reason why he would ever grab the ball is if he has shield. That reduces some lag frames.
Indeed. And that's Aga 1 down for Cassidy Moen. He will be getting his hammer shortly on the Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah, this is very nice to see. Cassie will be very happy to see it in addition to that perfect Aga. Not to mention, too, Jello's also going to be doing this Aga 1 fight.
And there's the hammer, so Cassidy now has full access to Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, he might be running around that now because since it's a crystal, it's a very accessible crystal after killing Aga 1. And that's exactly what Cassie's doing.
Makes sense to me.
Yep, makes sense for me as well.
Can even finish up Eastern if he so chooses. Probably not, though, because we got every item out of there.
Yeah. I don't think Cassie has any intentions to go back into... has no intentions to go back into the Eastern Palace just because we have all 3 out of the gate, like in the front.
I wonder if Roken will ever dip Eastern Palace, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah, this is
last location that those gloves. Now,
he might want to do it if he's heading to pod first without the bow. If this pod's bow locked, then that actually incentivizes him to go and check out the Eastern area, because we know that the bow is in Sahasrara's closet.
And we just saw Relkin in Left Side Swamp get the Tempered Sword. That's a huge find there. And yeah, if you get the bow from Sahasrara's closet, you obviously do pod Eastern here in the area. You don't clear Eastern, but you at least dive in and look for items. But again, that pendant might sway him away from it, so we'll see if he does that. Yeah, and if he's hard, so nothing but items that were hookshot locked.
Yeah.
That weren't hookshot locked, rather.
Yeah, the only thing that was only helpful was that tempered sword, but that's it.
Yeah. So I think Relkin's next play has to be the pod Eastern area.
Yeah, that's I believe what he's trying to do here. He already got the Cane Samaria off of Lake Hylia Island. Or wait, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Meanwhile, Cassidy is blazing a trail through this Palace of Darkness. Key for key.
Yeah, since pod is not bow locked, so Relkin could spend time here in pod.
Shame we won't be seeing a mimic clip tonight, but so it goes. Now, if I recall right, the key logic for pod has at least 4 keys in the front.
Right.
And there's the play to Sahasrara Broken making that now, so he will be picking up his bow.
That's the right call to make for Roken. He will be back on pace here, and he might opt. He might actually opt to do pod first before anything else.
Makes sense to me.
Or,
Oh, lost. He didn't have the monkey.
right. Yeah, he didn't have the monkey.
Yeah, those iframes can mess with the monkey actually detecting that you're there.
Huh.
So you don't want to go
monkey.
too quickly out of there when you're doing your check on Sahasrara.
Yeah. But he does get the monkey, and now he's going to have a pod. Yeah, that makes sense. He'll clear pod, because that is a crystal that you can clear, and then he'll probably mirror from mirror into Easter, and then he'll get his gloves.
So far, pod hasn't proven any fruitful at all. We'll get the crystal eventually, of course, but haven't found any progression.
Yeah, but Ohado is on his way over to his Aga fights.
I think the progress is over in the village of Alchemist region, actually. Which they'll get to eventually with the glove and the hammer in tow. But they're obviously going to be clearing this while they're in the area. Yeah, pod's been a bust. I haven't seen any progression in here.
Only thing that's really left is just to kill Helmsar, and that's it.
And he does have an item, I believe, because I think we have seen the map and compass.
Gonna Death Warp.
Yeah, Cassidy not having the mirror has to Death Warp if they want to save any time.
Yeah, Rilken's gonna have a big time save here for his pod because of the mirror.
Mirror also keeps his health high. The one thing I missed, and apparently everyone has, where was that Ether medallion?
Ether medallion was on the hobo.
Ah. And Bummus is in the waterfall.
Right. Cassidy now gonna head over to the back of the pod.
And there's another little bit of time save that Roken will have eventually. When Roken has to activate that switch, Roken can just put a Samari block. A nice shot with the Samari block too there, by the way. That was an impressive launch. It's really hard to say who's ahead between Roken and Cassidy at this point. Roken has the mirror and a little bit more Dark World progress, but Cassidy has the gloves, which will open up more of Dark World for him rather. Sorry.
But then again, after Roken's done with his pod, then he will begin the gloves, and he will still have that mirror advantage.
Yeah. Of course, everyone will have to deal with the enhanced. I guess the best way to put it is the hard version of the Light World.
Yeah, post Aga 1 Dark Light World. But Cassidy's on the Helmut Arcane fight.
It's not pleasant to say the least. For example, if you try coming over here with Aga 1 defeated to the eastern area, there's a lot of guards and a lot of the red ones that are really aggressive.
Oh, no kidding, yeah.
Bring in the blue potion.
Yeah, you can use the hammer to get rid of the rest of Helmut Arcane, and that down goes Helmut Arcane.
First crystal in the match right here, and only 20 rupees. So yeah, required to get the crystal and nothing else out of Piles of Darkness.
Yep, and Cassidy drawing first blood there.
So I say the next play is either Thieves Town or Hera. And considering the hammer, I'd say Hera.
Hera is the right call because you have the entirety. Well, for Relkin for Relkin, he has access to the entirety of Death Mountain except for Dark Death Mountain.
And Cassidy, unfortunately, just has the opposite effect where does not have access to the east side of Dark Death Mountain, but does have access to this portal here. So I wonder if Cassidy would go west to go check Stumpy. Go check Hype Game first, of course, because Hype Game is hype.
Yeah.
Well, normally is hype. Today I don't think it was anything worthwhile.
No, it's just Broken Heart Blood Bank. Case in point, the 2 heart pieces.
Yeah. And Cassidy is gonna get the mirror, which is good.
So that'll put Cassidy on almost even footing with Relkin, except for the Samari, of course, but he will begin that afterwards.
There's Helmsar King down now for Relkin. Now, here's the big question. Will Relkin mirror to check Pendant Eastern and get his gloves? He doesn't know they're there. He might leave that dungeon behind.
He could do it, because since he's pretty much really close by, and yeah, that's exactly what's good.
Yeah, making the right call here. I think Cassidy, with the route that he is on, will be heading into Kakariko, and they're gonna take the Kakariko portal and check the Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, that's the right call, really. Thieves Town's got more items than Hera, and is also really accessible thanks in part to the mirror.
Yes, of course. The other side of the coin there is Death Mountain has more items than Village of Outcasts.
Right.
But he's already in the area of Village of Outcasts, is the thing.
Yeah. So no matter how you slice it, he will have to do a Village of Outcasts because that's in his current scope. If we had a flute, then we would have he probably would go down the mountain anyway, because he would have the flute activated by now. But since we don't have the flute, we don't know where the flute is. Yeah.
Opting out of Skullwoods for the time being. Don't have the fire up, makes sense. Alright, bunch of items coming up here. Let's see what we got. The flute! We were just talking about it!
Speaking of.
Commentator's Blessing, let's go. Then there's Relkin's Club.
Alright, so there's Relkin's Glove, but now Cassidy has... Now Cassidy will have to probably go to the mountain, because that's it's very much accessible to him now. And the only thing on pedestal at this point is just the hookshot, and that's all there really is.
I just realized that Cassidy has turned off the heart beeps, and it's on half a heart right now.
That's hardcore.
Not having that audio warning, I can understand not having the beeping going off, but at least I have it on quarter speed when I play. Having it on at all seems kind of risky if you're used to it.
Unless you're a mad lad and do double heart speed.
Oh, don't even get me started on that setting. Gonna pick up a red potion here to heal up.
Yeah,
very smart play. It's very sensible.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, you don't want to be on half a heart going into Thieves Town.
Definitely not. Yeah, especially when we only have green mail.
I mean, alternatively, you could just poke us as Zack and just let them respawn you at the front of the dungeon with about half health.
Yeah. There's Jill and Samaria while Ohada's fighting the Hamasar King.
He's still not paying out just yet.
And Jill is actually heading up the mountain.
We'll see where this comes to fruition. There's a small key, so we can get the big chest. Broken taking the warp around to go see Catfish.
Interesting. Jill entering Hera, because yeah, this is a nice call. Cassidy, well, Cassidy's Village of Outcasts / Thieves Town play is doing wonders right now with that flute. Jello up on the mountain is the most important thing here.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we can't see another one of the tricks that our racing cancel has enabled, the Hera pot, because we don't have the hookshot to go execute it.
Yeah, the thing is that you need the hookshot or to do Hera pots, but since we have a big key, that doesn't really matter. And if it really came down to it, if they had a hookshot, then they could do Hera pots, so that way they can get up the mountain a lot more, up the tower a lot more quicker, and maybe check the big chest.
Yeah. Yeah, doing a loop back around on the first floor from Hera pot's not that bad. Especially if you drop down to check the big chest immediately.
Yeah. But Jillo instead is going to be fighting Moldorm. We're just going to drop down, first of all, because of the big chest.
I don't think we've seen an item yet out of this. And it looks like we have an item in the basement.
Yep, in addition to Moldorm.
That's going to be fun. Moldorm, of course, is not the worst boss.
Yeah, it's not... It's irritating if you don't know the pattern, but even then, it can... Since Moldorm kind of moves in a kind of a strange pattern, it does have this most... Oh, that's a rod.
That's a Titan's Miss also on Cassidy's end. Or is that a miss mark?
That's excellent! Oh, jeez.
No, that was Titan's Miss.
Oh, that was miss?
Yeah. It was in the blind cell.
Very, very nice.
But was there a fire rod? Yeah, there was a fire rod in here too. I missed it.
Yeah,
that's in the attic.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, there was a fire rod. I swore I saw something that looked like a fire rod, or at least a rod. But there's a fire rod. Very nice.
Well, while we were talking, Julian made short work of Boulder, an outside fight blind, who is easy if you know what you are doing.
Yeah, this fight is completely scripted. If you know the script, then this fight is just a cakewalk.
Yeah, basically he'll do the same shot, the same pattern every time, as long as you hit him on the first as early as possible. And hey, you get rewarded with some armor, so not bad.
Yeah, very nice for a blind fight. And that's the second crystal for Cassidy.
Of course, if you lose the pattern, something like Kane and Bruno could just let you make short work of blind regardless.
Yeah.
My personal favorite strats.
Yeah, and there's still kind of a sort of death pattern, but it's not as pronounced.
Loot coming online now for Cassidy Moen. Where will he go with it? I don't even know. Second item in here is just a Pizza Heart.
Probably gonna head up the mountain. Or not.
Tides chicks.
Oh, true.
Oh no, I'm gonna go to Skullwoods first.
Oh yeah, because the fire rod. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be Skullwoods.
A little bit of indecision there. A lot of both. Guys, essentially 2 ways to go. I'd like to play the Skullwoods first and then go do the Smith Flip.
Oh, definitely. Especially now that you have a fire rod in hand, this makes Skullwoods pretty much a cakewalk. And Jello Ninja is going through Spiral Cave.
Only reward there.
Piece of heart, yeah. And so far, like, we've got quite a lot of items so far. Pedestal's only a hookshot. There's only just hookshot that's potentially be on there. That's progression, but that's all it really is. Jello Ninja heading for Paradox Cave.
Yeah. Ohado actually going into Skullwoods early. Nothing in the lower section of Paradox Cave, but the big money makers up top. 5 chests here.
Yeah, for a grand total of 7, but even then, there's also quite a lot of items elsewhere. But since Cassidy Moten already has a Titan's Mix, he's got more on the mountain for him once he decides to go up there.
So far, nothing of importance here. Meanwhile, Ruffin has his feet in Moldorm. There's the other armor upgrade, so we now know where both those are. And technically, it looks like Moldorm only had 20 bucks on him, so not really worth it except for the crystal, like in Pod. It looks like Overworld's got most of the value, with the exception of Thieves Town.
Yeah, and really, that's like, so Cassidy's called to go up, go into Village of Outcasts instead of Dark Death Mountain, or at least Death Mountain, Light Death Mountain, is actually doing him pretty well. Cassidy in the Mafia fight. We still haven't seen the Dark Death Mountain, but we'll see that potentially once he decides to go up the mountain.
Alright, there's our first item here in Skullwoods. It is 3 bombs. Moth has a map, so nothing there. And we have access to the Quake Medallion, so with the combination of Mirror, Flute, and Titan's Mitts.
Yeah, that means we also have the entirety. We have Meyer also opened up. There's Jello Ninja's Flute.
Yeah, so Turns of Ped can only be hookshot, which it's still a possibility until we find it, really.
Yeah, that also means though that if we have to check, if we have to get the ped, also silver out. Like mine's like a like, but no, if the hookshot is on the pedestal, then all we really need is the ice rod, and that would be pretty good, and we're good to go there.
Yeah, really, we're just missing the ice rod and the hookshot for go mode at this point.
Yeah, this of course in the event that hookshot is on the pedestal.
Yeah, if it's not on the pedestal, then it's just the hookshot for go mode. Or any sort of fetch quest item that could be blocking the hookshot. Looks like we lost Rolf in there for a moment. We got him back though.
Casting a stop at the potion shop to get some potions.
Makes perfect sense. Potions are really good in Link to the Past.
Might be opting to go for Ice Palace, if that's the case. Or he's going to Flint 4.
This could be a play to Swamp.
Yeah.
Hoping that it's a French Vanilla hookshot, which we know it's not, but we'll get a temper sword out of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing.
No, I think I know what this is. This is actually a play to Misery Mire. but he's going to go get the Canis Maria first.
Oh, that's the right call. Yeah, I like it. I'm okay with it. And the good thing too is that since we know that the Quake is on the desert ledge, and we have all 3 medallions ready to go, he doesn't have to worry about the medallion layout.
Yeah. Oh no! The bus blocks block the transport of the bird.
That's cruel.
Fire Rod was in Thieves Town, presumably attic. I missed it when it was bold.
Yeah, it was in Thieves Town. It was in the prison cell. It was in the blind cell.
Yeah, I think that was Titan's Mitts.
Yeah, that was on the.
Oh, was prison cell? There's our 4th sword. Well, regardless, it was in Thieves Town along with the Titan's Mitts.
Yeah, so in total, you don't really have to go. So really, even if Cassidy didn't go to Swamp, he still got a sword out of it regardless.
Okay, so I had the items backwards. It looks like, yes, we just saw Chulon pull the fire right out of the prison cell. My mistake.
Yep, that's I have an nice vision. But Cassidy's gonna go for Misery Mire, and looks like it's gonna be a Quake. Yes.
Yeah. All right. There's only 2 items in Misery Mire, but it is one of the 5-6 crystals. And actually, that'll open up Pyramid Fairy as well, since they have the hookshot there.
Yeah, which is very convenient in this item placement that we have in terms of the progression. And
yeah, just for anyone who's confused, Roken does not have the same tempered sword that Cassidy has now. Roken found his in left side swamp on the left-hand side of the 2 chests over there.
And now since Roken has his flute, now that means if he decides to go to Misery Mire, the Mire area, he will be getting a gold sword out of it. Jello gonna grab his red mail. Well, Ohado grabs his Maria.
Stopped his hellway dash there to make sure he didn't actually get blocked there. Good play, and was safe as well. Julon now has activated his flute. We'll see where he goes next. And yeah, there's the Titan's Mitts right there in the attic, so... I've actually paid attention to where it was this time.
Right. Jello gonna grab the thing for the C-shaped house, which we know is nothing, just 3 bombs.
Alright. Map over here, so... Vicky's not vanilla, because I believe if it's a Swanky on this side, Vicky has to be on the left side as well of Mire.
Yeah, and we know that this is a dungeon that we have to go through no matter what. It's not like it's going to be a Gomo dungeon because we still are in the hunt for that hook shot.
Roken now picking up the fire rod, and we're seeing a new check here at Fraction from Julon. He's got the frog.
And also is going to do hammer pegs at the same time.
Is this our hookshot or is this the ice rod? It is just some bombs.
Cassie gonna drop down into the big key chest.
It's the ice rod.
There's your ice rod. Speaking of.
Head is now very much alive. It's only got 1 item that could be there that's required, but it's alive all the same until we find it.
Yeah.
3 bombs on the Smith turn in.
Just 3 bombs. Yeah, but yeah, so we do have access to the pedestal through the 2 rods, and since the pendant layout isn't too bad, then again though, since Turtle Rock has not been, since we have access to Turtle Rock and there's 5 items, there could be something on the laser bridge, but then again, I don't know if that's going to be it. If there's nothing there, then maybe the pedestal.
Specialist chest turned in, just a heart piece there. There's the big key now for Cassidy here in Misery Mire. So it's a race to find the hookshot. Cassidy has that ice rod, which could mean Turtle Rock. And wait, where did Ohado find the mushroom?
Ooh, that is something I have no clue, actually.
Trying to think of where he's been that everyone else is not. It's hard to keep track of 4 runners.
Oh, no kidding, yeah. But again, if these 4 runners have stepped up to the plate and shown what they're showing their skills off for everyone, you should definitely give them a follow. Of course, our our graceful praise comes to our trackers.
Yes, our trackers are godsends here, and it looks like our trackers being Mr. Scruff, Ninja Tuna, and Lumaga, and our trackers are informing us that as well that Graveyard Ledge was where the mushroom is. Thank you for that.
Graveyard Ledge. Okay. Joel Ninja grabbing his Quake, which is needed for Misery Mire, which is again very convenient.
Gonna enter desert here. Now this only has 2 items, and it's our other pendant, but couldn't hurt to have a poke around. It's a relatively quick dungeon to traverse.
Yeah.
Map on the torch. Small key, so big key is on the right. And we are about to, well, I'd say be in for a long fight, but we have silver arrows.
Yeah, Cassidy Moan's gonna play a game of Space Invaders here.
Blink and you'll miss it. Here comes Vitreous. Just ripping through those small silver arrows.
Yeah, like a group of Space Invaders.
Indeed. 2 more shots to kill the big eye, and this is why Victorious is normally guarding them via the red crystal, which is that crystal right there that Cassidy has picked up. Meanwhile, it doesn't look like there's anything worth in desert just yet. And it looks like Mulder may... No, Mulder has a map. No, wait. Mulder has an item, yeah.
Yeah. Ohado grabbed his fire rod, the blind chest.
And we just saw what the the bumper cave ledge was, sorry. That was only 20 rupees, so the cave does not lead to our hookshot. So the question is, where is it? Could be on the Lamolas.
Yeah, it's not hard to see. It's not a bad call to check Lamolas, because there is an item on there.
I'd say it's time we check Dark Death Mountain. A lot of items up there. We have access to Turtle Rock from at least in Cassidy's end. And if it's not there, where else could the hookshot be except on Lamolas?
Probably somewhere on Dark Death Mountain, most likely Turtle Rock.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. If it's not up there on Death Mountain, it has to be here in desert.
Right. But what if there isn't an item that's not the hookshot's not on the Lamolas? Because if it's not on there, then you definitely have to go up Dark Depth Mountain. If it's not there either, then by all intents and purposes, there's a pretty high chance it could be in the pedestal.
Yeah. Could also just be on the green pendant tournament as well. We have to not discount that either.
Yeah, the green pendant tournament is also something to consider as well, since Sahasrara could also be holding out the hook shot. That's not on there, then really that's all you really have to go for is the pedestal.
We forgot of something. Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, of course. I was thinking that
there's a few locations.
Yeah, you got plenty of locations so far that we know of. Most of the big checks so far have been done, and we know that the blacksmith chain doesn't have anything of worth.
So yeah, there's not much we can do here until we find some more information. Our runners are just running over already trodden ground here. We need someone to break the mold here and go turn in that purple or that sewer bomb. There's the second item in Wizard Mario. I missed it. It was just some arrows.
Yeah, and I think after Cassidy Moan does his blacksmith chain, I wouldn't be surprised if he decided to go and check the Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, you'll be in the area to buy the super bomb. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, you can just flute to one and start checking the mountain.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. And there's that. Then, since we know Myra is nothing, we know that Swamp Palace. There's some items locked behind the hookshot, and by then there's probably nothing there.
Actually, he's been overlooking a location. Our hookshot could be on ice, or rather, in ice.
Yes, that's another possibility.
And with the fire rod, would make sense to actually fight Coles here before going on the mountain. Just get that dungeon out of the way.
Yeah, but I don't really think Cassidy would be willing to do Ice Palace since there's some checks that are hookshot locked.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see which way our runners go.
I mean, currently Cassidy's focus is on the purple chests, but even then, after he's done with the purple chest, he's going to go for the super bomb turn-in.
Right. And Julo does not actually have the silver, so he's going to fight this boss legitimately. Just fire 8 arrows instead. Actually, Cassidy just saved and quit.
King's Tomb.
Yeah, King's Tomb. Opening it with that sideways dash.
Then... Go ahead.
Saves about like 2 seconds, really.
Right, yeah. And then maybe he might go for the Pyramid Fairy. Because he's fluting right now, he could be fluting to 4. Or go to 1, actually. That's...
Has not done anything on the mountain yet, so this is where Cassidy is going to really break some ground here.
Yeah, really, since he's been putting out the mountain for so long, this might be where, because he's got everything. I mean, everything except for most of Hookshot Cave.
Yeah. So pretty much the entirety of the mountains open up to him. And fairly good odds that, at least on the Dark World side, that we find the hookshot.
Yeah, and even then, really, since Hookshot Cave is going to be limited to just the boots, and we're only looking for a hookshot to be in go mode, Really, I don't really see Cassidy probably going to go for Hookshot Cave, because the rest of the Hookshot Cave is probably going to be useless.
Unfortunately, getting dead rocked.
Yet, oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, gonna go into the cave and exit to respawn it out of the way. Probably the most annoying enemy in Link to the Past is the dead rocks. At least in the Link Between Worlds you can kill them, but not here.
Yeah, I mean, the only way you really kill them is by using Quake.
Yeah, and even then, it only turns them into the little slime monsters. It doesn't actually straight up kill them.
Right.
And I think they're immune to it if they're actually turned to stone as well, which makes it even worse. And you would think that if they're just turned to stone, you can just break them with a hammer. Nope, can't do that. It's weird.
And first off, Cassidy is going to clear out Hera, because that's a dungeon he can clear.
Yeah. Makes sense to clear this and Turtle Rock, just in case Turtle Rock happens to have the hookshot in it. It's gonna be too much of a stretch at this point.
Though, pay attention to Joel Ninja's crystal count. After he finishes off Mothula, he'll be a crystal ahead of Cassidy, but he might also be could also converge onto Death Mountain.
Yeah. And the time difference between having a crystal lead is very minimal because Cassidy is literally on the way to getting the next crystal.
Yes. Because they'll be tied up by them, and even then, he'll still be converged on. Joel Ninja will probably converge onto Death Mountain, if by chance he decides to go for broke and do it. But there's Joel's Silver Arrows.
Yep, and here comes Moldorm, and there goes Moldorm. One spin and one slash on the Tempered Sword. No one has to worry about the very aggressive part of Moldorm's AI. When he is at low health, Moldorm decides to go a lot faster.
Yep, and Joel Ninja is actually going to be going to Ice Palace. This could also be a big deciding factor here.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge play if it pays out.
Yeah, if Jello finds the hookshot here in Ice Palace, especially in the early bit of Ice Palace, because that's really because most of the items are going to be hookshot locked.
Yeah.
Then if this pays out, then Jello Ninja will probably have a good advantage here.
I think it's not hookshot locked if you have a key to find the key early though. Because then you can just open the key door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Simo not exactly getting the coffee break strap down. Like with the small keys here, I think you can just use the key door and then you'll be fine. But it's a compass. The key lodging in Ice House is weird. I don't fully understand it myself though.
Yeah, I know some bits of the pod key logic, but not Ice Palace logic.
But really, all in terms of a base understanding, all you need to know is what is the worst way I can use my keys possible. That's the that you should expect.
Yeah, pods is mostly just mostly safety precautions in case if you use your keys wrong.
Yeah.
But now since Cassidy, Mullen, well, first let's get dead rocked, but we're gonna have to reset the room there. But now that Cassidy's finished off Moldorm, then now this really hopes that he could probably go for Dark Death Mountain and probably route into Super Bunny alongside the Paradox Cave play. Of course, he's gonna do Spiral.
Yeah, Spiral to get down the mountain, then go open the portal, go Mirror, do Paradox, then go back to the Mirror portal and do Super Bunny. That's a perfect play.
Yeah. And of course, bonk the only chest that you can really do in Hookshot Cave. But then again, there's probably going to be nothing else on Hookshot Cave. Unless, for whatever reason, that's where the hookshot is in that bonkable spot.
Okay, there was a small key here for Julo here. I believe that is next to the crossroads, so we can open this door, skip the hookshot lock. So this is not a hookshot lock. Ice Palace.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not something I've yet to learn about.
As long as the small keys are accessible, at least one small key is accessible, it should be not hookshot lock. First item is 10 bombs that I've seen.
Yeah, I've seen the 10 bombs already. Only and then there's a piece of heart.
So only one item left here. Now this is just a misnomer, but I happen to know that Colster can have a key, and in that instance, the logic expects you to have the key to Somaria to finish the dungeon.
Of course, which we have. Cassidy Moan grabbing his red mail.
Ohado not using the silvers, instead attempting spin strats.
Very interesting strategies.
Oh, but takes a death!
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
New information coming up on both Relkin and Cassidy Moan's stride, Super Bomb and Super Bunny Cave. And the map chest has been checked, nothing there.
Yeah, both items are both there's 2 items. 50 rupees on Pyramid Fairy and also 20 rupees there. 70 in total. Cassidy Moon now going for Super Bunny Cave. This will also have 2 items. And also Colt has an item too. Heart piece.
Is on the way.
And 20.
But there's still one chest in Hookshot Cave. And
yes.
I think Julo knows that Colster has the item.
Yeah. And also Cassidy also has Turtle Rock. Green Pen and Turtle Rock.
Bonk chest coming up.
Ooh.
Gets bonked by the ledge guard there, the Fury.
Sorry, yeah.
Piece of heart. Colster goes down. It is the small key, so this was technically a Samaria lock, but there is still one item notwithstanding unless I missed it. And it's an iced tea room.
Ooh. But Cassidy's also doing Turtle Rock.
Yeah, so it's either Turtle Rock or iced tea room at this point. I think it's still Moldorm. We haven't seen anyone defeat Moldorm for the second item in the desert.
Lamolus?
Yeah, did I say Moldorm? Yeah, I get those mixed up all the time.
Yeah, it's Lamolus, not Moldorm.
It's because it's the reverse. Because they actually have the reverse in terms of annoyance when it comes to Zelda 1, which I also do commentary for.
I get ya.
If you've seen Blue Lamollas in Zelda 1, you know exactly what I'm talking about as well.
Ugh. Cassidy Moan now inside Turtle Rock. Jolo Ninja opting to do Swamp Palace without the hookshot, which we know that there's nothing here, but of course Joe does not know that.
A 10 or 2 for Ohado. Does remember that they have silvers. First chest in Turtle Rock is a small key. Missed the dash there because he landed on the spikes. Relkin is right behind Cassidy though.
Ooh. This is very interesting. So if Cassidy finds the hook shot here, then Cassidy has a slight lead over Relkin.
Actually, I think Relkin has a slight lead. No, they both have Swamp to take care of, but the combat advantage is minorly in Relkin's favor.
Yeah.
In terms of dungeons, though, they both have to do the same dungeons here. They both have to do Ice Palace, they both have to do Swamp Palace.
Yeah, he's only got a very slight advantage in the form of the gold sword, but even then, it's still very, very minor.
Compass, small key. So chain challenge will most likely have an item. If I understand the key logic right. Could also be a small key on the center island and the big keys in changeout room.
Yeah, then that's the thing, because we already have 2 keys. Probably the big key is going to be there anyway, because since we have 2 so far. Oh, instead it's a heart container. All right, so continuing on.
Doing a few sword swipes there. I wonder if that was a buffer strat. Taking his time here. So yeah, if it happens to be IC room, that's a huge disadvantage for Julo, because when will he go back to finish? Go back to Ice House for that one item.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Okay. Yeah, not a big deal here. Yeah, if it's in Ice Tea Room, which Olato is heading into Ice Palace.
So we'll see.
If Olato decides to go to Ice Tea Room after killing off Moldor, or not Moldor, Cold Stare, then if that's where the hookshot is, then Olato has a pretty nice advantage here.
There's also one overrule location that neither of our runners have checked, or any of them have checked. Well, 2 actually. We have the Mimic Cave coming up here for Cassidy Moen, which I just consider an extension of Turtle Rock. But Spike Cave also hasn't been checked, and we do not have an invincibility item to put it in logic.
Yes.
But we do have a bunch of bottles.
Yeah, the bottles make that mostly logical in the context of we have plenty of bottles. But the more logical sense is, of course, those invincibility items.
Alright, let's see here. It's not Mini Moldor. Or not Mimic Cave, sorry.
Yeah. Only 5 rupees. Jolo has his tempered sword. Or not tempered sword, it's a gold sword.
Alright. Big chest. A single rupee. Thanks, game.
Only thing that's left really is either Trinex or Laser Bridge.
Yeah, Laser Ridge has to have it because... Although Trinex could have it as well, but this has to be a small key.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a small key on Laser Bridge, as well as 3 chests, one of which could have the hookshot, and Trinex could also have the hookshot. And I don't think we've seen any items, so lots of value potentially on this Laser Bridge.
Yeah, if
turning in the super bomb.
Yeah, if Cassidy finds the hookshot here, then Cassidy will have a slight disadvantage over Relkin, but even then it's still ridiculously marginal, like very marginal. First chest is a map. Second chest.
Getting hit off the laser, I would just go to the end and, yeah, open the emergency exit. Smart play, smart play.
Yeah, good call, good call. But he's got a blue potion.
Choosing to start from the back instead.
Alright, second chest. It's hard. Third chest.
We're on the same wavelength right now.
Yeah, this is This is very nerve-wracking. There's the key.
Small key. The final chest.
Is that where it is? Heart piece.
Oh, it's the heart piece.
Oh boy.
So it's either on Trinex, on the green pendant, on Moldor, or Lambola, sorry, in Ice Tea Room, or it's on Ped. It's 5 locations now that it can be.
It's not on Ped. It's on Ice Tea. It's the powder.
Oh, it's powder.
The magic bat.
Oh, that opens up another check. Yeah.
And we're still that powder still leaves us with that many checks here, but that's going to be dropped down pretty quickly here as Cassidy is fighting off Trinex. Relkin can probably go for this. Can actually go for the zeros cycle because he has the gold sword, and that's exactly what Relkin's going to be attempting.
That's it. You got it.
Axe the lens.
All right, Trinex. Your item tonight was 10 arrows.
Still not enough. Still not it. So
but we have the green pendant. That could be it right there.
Yeah, that
too. Hospital.
Yeah, that too. If that's where the book is, although if that's what the book is, then of course we can read the pedestal. Yeah, we can read the pedestal, but also 2 more checks. That's another thing.
What are the books on the pedestal, though? And it's on one of the 2 tablets. There's
dear.
A lot of things that go wrong. We need to find this hookshot fast.
Yeah, and Cassidy's not gonna pull any punches here. He's heading straight for Sahasrara. He's gonna turn in that green pendant. If that's where it is, then Cassidy again has a bit of an advantage here. Relkin's gonna, since he went for Turtle Rock immediately, he's gonna have to spend some time here in Dark Death Mountain.
It's not.
He's a heart.
He's a heart. Okay, 4 checks left.
Oh boy.
This looks like Cassidy will be checking for a vanilla or French vanilla hookshot, which we know is not the right play. So it's gonna be a bit before we see the next hopeful check.
Yeah, because again, we're only limited to a few more things. We have, the rest of Hookshot Cave is pointless because we don't have a hookshot.
4 checks left. We have Magic Bats.
Yeah.
Lambolas.
Yeah. Ohado does have, because Ohado has the powder for Magic Bat, which Ohado is going to be going deeper. But talk like a Relkin side, he's actually going to be going for attempts to do Spike Cave with the potions. Yeah,
so it's actually 3 checks left. This one was not a thing I was not putting in consideration because those potions. Drinking the potion now. Is it here in Spike Cave? No.
Not.
So it's still our 3 locations that we get Noah. It's either on the pedestal, it's on the Lambolas, or it's on Magic Bat.
Yeah, but where does he go first? Gonna go to Sahasrara.
Turn in the green pendant. I think after that point you check. I think you do fake powder and check your Magic Bat if he hasn't turned in the mushroom.
Yeah, I don't believe he has turned in the mushroom.
He's whistling away. It's to 4. No, it's to 8. He's going to Ice Palace, which will get him the powder, so which will put Magic Bat fresh in his mind. But it will be quite a ways before we see where this is. Again, 3 locations.
Right. Ohado going to go to the hook. He's going to go to the left here for the rest of his items here. now that Cassidy is doing doing Swamp, he will be on even footing with Relkin. Again, very slightly, but he will be on even footing.
Actually, I think Relkin's taking the advantage here. But he's doing another crystal dungeon.
Yes, that is true. Relkin's doing Ice Palace.
As you see everyone trot over this once again, thank you all for tuning in, and hopefully you are enjoying this race here tonight here on Speed Gaming 2. I really don't have anything else to say besides that. We have to wait for them to check one of those last 3 locations.
Yeah, really, but again, just give these runners a follow. They're actually doing a great job here, and they deserve all the recognition. They have mustered up the confidence to come on the restream and provide you some nice content.
All right, where's Olhado going?
Probably doing the bomb.
Yeah, probably be doing the bomb. Speaking of bombs, bomb jumps happen on Relkin's side. Very well executed.
Cassie's gonna grab his gold sword.
Yeah, Julon also having the gold sword. I think the first person to check that powder is going to be the person who's ahead of this race. Of course, for all we know, it's still a high chance of Petsy. It's a 1 in 3 at this point.
Yeah, at this point in the race, it's very, very close to being. It's very, very close, and really, that this does mean a whole lot of things. So Cassidy leaves Swamp Palace because that was not the answer, but he does get a gold sword out of it. He will be on sort of even footing with Relkin, but Relkin will have another crystal done in the bag once he finishes up Ice Palace.
Cassie now doing the super bomb.
Of course, there's also the very crazy. There's also the very rare possibility that the book could also be on the pedestal. That could also lead to the tablets.
Yeah. And that's all that would lock the book would lock. So
Yeah.
it would be a 50-50 shot between Baubles and Ether at that point. So it's still one of potentially 4 locations, but we can only confirm that until we see the pedestal. Oh! Ohado getting told about a tail.
Cassidy is heading for Catfish.
Have we seen Catfish actually?
I like to believe that we haven't. Then again, I might be wrong.
If we've completely forgotten Catfish... Oh, no, it's our container, according to chat. Thank you, chat. I was wondering if we forgot that.
That's what I thought, yeah. So, we know that's not on Catfish.
And he's positioned perfectly so that Cassidy can now just mirror and leave when he sees the... Probably gonna be a flute to 4. No, actually, wait. Oh, that's why Cassidy hasn't checked the mushroom yet. They don't have it!
Yeah, that's the thing. And he's gonna head for Ice Palace. Since he still... Roken has some advantage here. Although, then again, we know that the powder is on Iced Tea. If Cassidy decides to head for Iced Tea, probably, I mean, since we need to do it after Cold Stare.
I think Roken's skipped the powder, but that could just be him hiding the Y button.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't immediately switch over to powder when you have the mushroom still. Nice and quick Cold Stare fight.
Yeah, if they had gotten the powder, and if they find out that that's where the hook shot is, they might be like just thinking like, oh, I should have done fake powder. Maybe someone that's not on the restream has already did the fake powder and actually that paid off for him.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on the outside here. We only know what's going on the restream.
Yeah. Because there's plenty of other racers behind the scenes that isn't our main four.
And this is a Lamola's, looks like.
Yeah, Relkin's gonna go for there. He's got his powder.
Oh, Relkin has not been in desert at all.
Yeah, Joel Lynch is the only one who's done it.
Oh, and speaking of Julo, he's going to fight Lamola's. This could be it.
But he does not have the powder.
Well, the Lamola's don't require the powder. They could just be on them.
Yeah, but what if the Lammolas is not on Lammolas?
Yeah, this is the problem.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, if it's not on Lammolas, then it can either be on the Magic Bat or on the pedestal.
Yeah, one of our 3 locations is being checked regardless. It's in a matter of moments.
Yeah, it's a 1 1/3 shot here. If that's where it is, then Jolo Ninja is gonna have a nice time here.
Now, Jolo hasn't found the mushroom yet either, which would also let them fake powder if they if he knows the trick.
Right. Now Relkin is heading to the back of Desert Palace. Jolo Ninja having a little bit of difficulty with those silver arrows. Heading for the back, but
it's done. Moment of truth.
Is it?
Lamola's does not have the hook shot. It is either Magic Bat or Pedestal at this point in time.
Oh, and again, Jolo Ninja does not have the powder. If it's not, and he does not have the mushroom either.
Well, the mushroom thankfully is on Graveyard Ledge, so if he thinks to check it, he'll get it, and then he'll do fake powder.
Yes. But who's to say that he might end up turning into potion, like turning into the potion shop?
I think if he sees it as a heart container, I think True Low will reset and play it smart in that regard. Could also just do fake powder first, and then turn it in for the Western pitch in case both locations happen to have the hook shot.
Right. And since Joel's going to spend some time in Misery Mire, potentially just probably looking for something else. Oh, really, all eyes are on Relkin.
Yeah, moment of truth, Relkin. You gonna check that powder for us, or is it going to be a pedestal seed? He's heading to 5.
He's planning on.
He's thinking ped.
He might be. If he manages to
He's
pull
going
this
east, but
off.
he's thinking ped.
If he's thinking the pedestal and that this is where the hook shot is, that will be huge for Relkin.
This is the last pendant. He's going to ped.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, he might also, once he's done with Eastern Palace, he could also head over to the Magic Bat en route.
Yeah. So no matter what, he's riding in all of his chances right here and now.
Yeah, that's all he really needs to do.
Meanwhile, I think Cassidy did pick up the powder. Yes. So we're gonna see the powder right now.
Yeah, this is this could be it. if this is not it, of course, well, he's gonna fight Lammoas first and foremost.
Gonna fight the Lamolas. It's a 1 and 3. The runners know this is a 1 and 3. Well, actually, no, it's a 1 and 2 now.
Yeah,
It's a shot that it's a pet seed.
It's a 50-50 shot, and not even that. Even more so, it's also an Agaped, which is very, very rare.
Indeed. All eyes are on Roken right now. We're about to find out. We already know that all 3 items in Eastern Palace have been claimed. So this is just for the pendant. And we still don't have the book. It could be book on pen.
Yes.
And then it's another 50-50 of whether or not it's on the tablets or Magic Bat.
Yeah, but even then, it could also be like it'll still bring us back to 1 and 3 in terms of where it would be. So Roken on their way over to the Armos fight, while Cassidy's fighting up Lammolas.
Here come the Armos Knights, and very slowly but surely, there go the Armos Knights. Silver's making short work of them, as they do. Ooh. He's got the flute out. He's definitely thinking Ped. He might not have actually grabbed the Powder Knife Serum when he has the mushroom instead. We still don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw him pick up the Powder Knife Serum. But I could be wrong.
So he's got the flute in hand. He's got all 3 pendants. So he's gonna hit the 3 most certainly. But actually, he's gonna hit the. Oh, yeah, he's gonna hit 3. Okay. He's actually gonna be leaving the. He's gonna leave it behind.
It's Ped. He's going to Ped, folks.
Yeah, this is a 1 and 2 shot. It's a 50-50 chance that this is what Roken needs to do. If it's not here, then we know that we deduced it to the Magic Bat, and that's it. And also, Cassie is thinking the same thing. He's heading for the pedestal. So, is it going to be pedestal or the Magic Bat?
Or is it going to be the book on the pedestal?
That
Here we go, folks. Moment of truth.
One way to find out.
The Master Sword will be pulled, and it is, in fact, the hook shot. It is a pet seed, folks. And Roken is now in go mode.
Roken made the biggest play of his entire life. That's the $6 million play.
I mean, it was either that or Magic Bat, really.
Yeah, that's true. But that's also Agaped. That is very rare.
Yeah. Now, I'll give him credit for it, too. He made the gut shot play to go straight to Aga almost immediately. And has managed to more or less keep himself in the running, even despite not having the gloves for a little bit.
Yeah, that puts Roken in a very nice and comfortable lead here.
And that puts a little sigh of relief on Julo. That powder was not required.
Yeah, which is nice.
Although,
because, yeah,
to be fair, he doesn't know it, but
yeah, and that was the right. And honestly, that was the right call to make, since he never went for the powder. And it's nice for Julo to actually take a nice sigh of relief there. Of course, he doesn't know this, but knowing that he doesn't have to do Magic Bat, that means quite a number of things here. So Cassie on the Armos Knights, while Julo takes down Trinex, Ohado going through Turtle Rock.
And there is a simultaneous pendant grab. Difference here being Cassimo now has the 3rd pendant. Now get the hook shot off of pedestal now that we know it. But will they check powder first?
It really depends here. Does he go? He's gonna throw the 3 mostly. He's going for Ped.
Ped. And I do not think I go with Secret Sprinkle at all, considering the Titan sense we're in Dark World as well.
Yes, and it was not because it was also very much aggro required.
Yeah.
And all that's really left here is for Cassidy's going to head directly for the pedestal, and that will be his go mode. And Relkin making a mad dash for Argus.
Yep, and this is going to be the last dungeon. And there's the ped pull for Cassidy Moen. He now has the hook shot as well.
Oh, this gives me some crazy flashbacks to my first SMC3 race. Like, oh boy. Second, like, the first SMC3 race that I've calmed. Dude, it was a mess. But Relkin has taken out Argus, and
It's half
he's
magic.
Now, ooh, that's a very nice warp too. But
Yeah.
that's 7 crystals in his hand.
And that's all 7 crystals, so ladies and gentlemen, the game that I already see some guesses for it. We have 22 chests in Ganon's Tower, only one of which has the big key. Give us a number in chat to where you think the big key will be today. I'm feeling Hope Room. I'm really feeling Hope Room after what this scene has done.
Yeah, really just get the scene over with. Just put it on a really nice spot. Just put it in a very convenient location, and that's it. If it's in Tower Room, then that just makes it trash tier, but it's still a crazy scene to watch.
Yeah, crazy to watch, not a fun one to run. And trust me, there has been several of those in the past. Alright, here we go. Relkin making the trip over to Dark World now. Cassidy finishing up the dungeon. Cassidy's timer has actually reset.
Yes, that's oh dear. But he still has the will to keep going. Joel has finished off the Armos Knights.
Alright. We are now entering Ganon's Tower. Hope Room has the book. But no big key. Gonna go left. Is it on the torch at least? Julon getting the hook shot now.
No, it's only 10 arrows. Joel got his hook shot, he's in go mode.
And Julo does not know it, but he dodged a potential bullet made here tonight.
Yeah, this is very nice here. Now that he has the hook shot in hand, all he really needs to do is go to Swamp Palace. He knows, he saw that he's in go mode. He probably knows that, yeah, that Magic Bats was the only thing that's left for him to do. And thank heavens he's got it. But Rogan's got the big key.
Betaflex was 6, was the first person to guess it. Also, Rain Prowler also guessed 6 in chat.
Excellent job. So now, I mean, yeah, pretty quick, not too annoying. And at this point in the game, the final 4 chests are long dead.
Actually, I just realized the book in Geek GT, this was a blind ped pull required. You had to faith pull it.
Yes, that's
That's arguably worse.
oh, that's even, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could. you can make an argument that that is pretty terrible, but because you don't have the knowledge of the of where the hookshot is. But at the same time, you had to deduce it down pretty quickly. So at that point, yeah, it was the book in the GT makes sense in the terms of the sense of the fill algorithm for that.
Yeah. The only two checks we had left when we had pulled the bed was literally just Magic Bat.
Right. Yeah, and thankfully Joel knows that the Magic Bat was not needed, so he's definitely going to bring us to previous side of relief here. Ohado grabbing the green pendant off of Trinex.
Now, Ohado might check the Magic Bat for us. Still hasn't been over there, and only just now got the green pendant.
Right. That's one big thing here. Jello heading for the back of Swamp Palace, while Relkin's off to fight Lambolus 2. Does he have all 3 crystals?
He does not have all 3 pendants, no. I checked his indicator only saw green pendant.
Then I'm not sure what he's trying to do here.
I don't think he's done the Smith loop, actually.
Oh, then that makes more sense. Yeah, you can route that in with the Magic Bat.
Or he hasn't done hammer pegs.
That too. But again, he's in the area of the Magic Bat. He will be able to check that afterwards. And yep, Ohado heading for the Magic Bat.
Alright, so we get to see what this was for our interests. Can't be anything important. We know where all the bottles are. We know it could have been an invincibility item, actually.
Yeah, and that would have brought Spike Cave back into logic. But even then, it was still it was not worth it.
No, we already saw Relkin check that.
And yeah, Relkin's immediately skipping the final 4 chests in the game. And
it was a red rupee.
Okay, so Cassidy Mullen got the green, the big key, the big key. Yeah, so more likely than not that the rest of GT would have had the invincibility items. You had no intention to go there, and the shields, yes, and the shields. And Relkin also going to leave the Boulder 2 chest behind. He's very much geared up. Does not have to worry whatsoever.
Yeah. Red mail, 14 hearts, silvers in hand. Most likely a blue potion in the back pocket. This is pretty much all you could ask for.
Yeah.
Except for maybe using the powder to heal, but that's a misnomer, really.
Yeah, I believe though Relkin did not get the powder.
Well, he hasn't menued off of the menu to reveal the over the mushroom so we can see the Y item, or the Y prompt. And now goes Zaga 2, and it's now time to fight the thing.
Oh, jeez, what a seed this was.
Indeed. Alright, Gannon, what's your quote?
To be fair, Gannon, you did hide the hookshot pretty well.
You hit the hookshot extremely well.
Yeah, you gotta give them some credit here. You gotta give them some credit.
I mean, if you wanted to make it harder, he could have put it on the pendants on Ice Palace and Wizarding Wire. no, Silvers is one Turina's. One shot. The torch is lit now. Oh, gonna let the fire back go off. Center of the room. Misses! That would have been a nice double, if not triple.
Yeah. And, I mean, again, he doesn't have torch glitch, but then again, it's not like it matters.
Yeah, playing it's extremely safe. That's a double right there, then that's GG.
Yep. Get your GGs in chat for Relkin, and all he has to do is cross that 1x3 bridge, and that you'll put a rest to what was a wild ride of a seed.
And get your GGs in chat for Relkin, who has finished first in the race stream and 6th place overall in the race with a time of 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 2 seconds. The 5 runners to come before him were Goomba, 90, first place at a time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, 56 seconds. Second place was Zelga Dasan at 1 hour, 41 minutes, 30 seconds. Bombshell Missile came in third with 142.24. Etium in fourth with 146.18, and last but not least, Koig in fifth with 146.52. GG's to all the runners that have finished thus far.
So a good 11 minutes for Goomba. So I would imagine he might have had a gut. I don't want to say got around it, but he might have
had a gut feeling.
He had a gut feeling. Yeah, it was probably he probably had seen it, so that he saw that Aga was pretty straightforward, and I believe he might have not have had a lot more easier time. He just went for the dungeons full on. That's probably my guess.
Welcome in here in a moment. Meantime, we're seeing the Ag2 fight from Cassie. It looks like he got away from him a little bit.
Hi, Roken.
Have we not joined by Roken? GG to you, sir. This was a trash seed, to be perfectly honest. Blind head Ago seed. Talk us through your thoughts, man.
So the Aga thing was totally telegraphed. I mean, I pretty much knew right off the bat that was going to be a thing.
Yeah, that felt telegraphed to me too, honestly.
Yeah, that set the whole seed in motion for you in terms of... It definitely set the seed into motion for you.
Right. And then I was thinking to myself, it's been a while since I have found an important item, namely the ice rod. And I mean, I look over and I see no one's done, and it's an hour and 30 minutes in. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this seems suspicious. So at that point, I'm like, okay, if no one's finished by this point, in fact, a couple people forfeited. I'm like, it has to be pedestal. It just has to be pedestal. No, there's no other way that people would not be finishing if it wasn't pedestal.
Cassidy Moen taking a death on Ganon.
Oh, that's rough. Joel Ninja's right behind.
Yeah, and this will change the teleport patterns that Ganon will do as well. But yeah, at the time you checked pedestal, there was actually literally only one other place it could be, and that was Magic Bat, which we did actually find out eventually that it was only 43 feet.
Yeah, and from the looks of things too, you never bothered to get to the powder, which was on iced tea.
Huh, so that's where that was. That's the thing I skipped and ice.
Yeah, which...
Julon skipped it too, and we were worried for him for a little bit there, because that could have been a real chance that the ice for the hookshot was there.
Yeah, which to be honest, that definitely paid out well for it's because you could definitely leave a sigh of relief there since you never went for the powder.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bother with it if I didn't actually have powder.
Well, you did have fake powder available to you with the Panzori and the mushroom.
Yeah, the only reason I would ever check it is if I was roping in it with the Smith chain, which I completely avoided, thankfully, this seed. It was a complete waste of time, so...
It was, actually. And there we go. Cassidy Moen has shot the final silver arrow. Get the GG in the chat for him as well.
We'll get his official time here pretty soon, and he will be finishing second on the restream with an official SRL time of 1:51:53, and that's good for 8th place overall. Going in descending order, we had Amazing Ampharos in 7th place with a time of 1:51 flat.
Yeah. Good times all around for this being a Ped Aga seed.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It was quite a wild one.
We never found those invincibility items either.
Yeah, I was very surprised to not find any of those in this seed.
They had to be in the tower along with the shields. We pretty much checked everywhere else.
And we won't get Cassidy in for an interview, but get your GG to chat for him no matter what.
Yeah.
But Joel Ninja on the 4th phase with Ganon Pipe. Gonna skip it on Torch Glitch. Yeah, not a big deal.
Yeah. 1, 2... One more shot of the silvers, I think. Yep, there we go. Get your GG in chat for Joel Ninja now. Who will take 3rd on the restream. And 9th place overall. No one got between him and Cassidy Moen. He finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 25 seconds.
Yeah, and still pretty nice times for what was really an Aga Pad seed.
Yeah.
And Field Talk, I have not seen Agaped in quite a long time. Like that
Neither have I.
It is very rare.
Yeah, and with the book in GT making it a forced blind pull, that's salt on the wound, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, that's like even more wild. You have like you don't normally see that. You probably would have the book by then. You would have the knowledge, and that actually does make things a whole lot different.
So, Roken, I will say this much with you. You were actually the one who went to Aga immediately, and the other runners actually didn't exactly follow that line of thinking right away. With the bow in hand, you were thinking about going to... Where am I going with this? I don't even know.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Definitely give it
It's a late night, folks. It's a late night for me.
It's been a long night, yeah.
But yeah, any final thoughts on the seed, Roken?
You know, I'm not one to say that seeds are necessarily bad, but this was kind of bad, but at the same time it was kind of fun, just kind of picking my brain, figuring out what I'm going to do.
Yeah, the seed really made you think very closely.
Well, you tonight, Roken. I got another word to say to you. We'll go let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Cool off after this rather annoying seed. Thank you for coming and talking with us.
Yeah, thank you for the restream. Look forward to the next one, and yeah, qualifiers are going on right now. I'll be doing those too. So yeah.
And I just been informed that Julo Ninja is not going to be interviewing us. Did not want to interview us either. So GG's to him as well as to all of our runners that have been participating in this race thus far. This has been one heck of a seed.
But I think, personally, I gotta get out of here. It's going for quite a while than I anticipated, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, but thank you very much for this quite an amazing stage, and I'll let you. Oh my god, where am I going with this? I'll catch you guys later. All right.
Yep.
All right. Take care.
All right. That is the third and final pendant now for Ohado. Going to pull the pedestal finally. And will be in go mode as a result. I believe this was the last location from Ohado as well. So after this, Ohado will be heading into Swamp Palace, is finishing off Argus, and be heading over into Gans Tower. Alright, Ohado, finish strong here. You can do it. While we have some time as Ohado goes through Swamp Palace, let me go ahead and get the schedule open so you guys know what we have coming up here for the daily races. Oh. They actually haven't listed what they're gonna be yet. Never mind. But if you want to tune into one of the qualifiers, tomorrow actually, in the very early hours on Speed Gaming 1, we will have one of our qualifiers. That will be at 10:15 a.m. So, I probably won't make it in time for that one, but hopefully some of you will. Alright, Ohado just has to get all the way down to Argus here. Alright. Getting bonked there by the water skidders here. Would have let him dash up to the Argus staircase. So far so good on the Argus fight. few more puff balls to take care of. Dodges those very well. That would have hit if the iframe so the hook shot didn't go through. Getting the silvers, one shot to end it. Nice and clean. Get the half. We'll be getting the half magic, and we'll be going to fight Aga 2. And of course, let's make sure to follow Ohado as well as Roken, Casio, and Julon Ninja, putting on an excellent race for us tonight, as well as my co-commentator, Professor Renderer, who did happen to go to bed, as well as our two trackers, Lumaga and Mr. Scrub Ninja Tuna. And of course, make sure to follow Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 226 so you don't miss any racing action, not just a Link to the Past randomizer. But yeah, blind pedestal Aghanim Seed tonight for us here on Speed Gaming 2. Don't see those too often, and boy, was it throwing our runners for a loop. Alright, Ohado's making his way up into making his way up Death Mountain and entering Ganon's tower in just a short amount of time here. Hopefully, Ohado goes full left. In the meantime, we have had a few more finishers come in. We have Swerve in 10th place with a time of 1:58.50. The Dr. Bobtastic in 11th with a time of 2 hours, 1 minute flat. Dragon Strike 1988 takes 12th with a time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 14 seconds. And Chloe Prower, 13th place with a time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, 9 seconds. This seed has been really mean to some people. But then again, it's a pet seed. What do you expect? Alright, time for Ohado to enter Ganon's tower. And something I haven't mentioned yet, but that signpost you'll see right there next to Ganon's tower, if you're playing with a variation of the goal, which tonight was open 7 crystals for GT, 7 crystals for Ganon, and 7-7. That sign will tell you how many crystals you need to do a certain to enter this area and fight Ganon respectively. There's another one on the pyramid that you may have saw when they were jumping down to fight Ganon. Alright, thankfully the big key is right here. And Ohado can just climb up and get going. Alright, the tower ascent has started. It's time for the gauntlet here for Ohado. Let's see how they handle it. Doing a damage boost here on purpose so they can dash across the bridge. Pretty standard fare these days. You have boots. Alright, first one of the gauntlet. Nicely taken care of. Time for the second room. A little bit more random. Ether strats. I like that. Ether just straight up kills these Stalfos. Moving on to the 3 blue Zazaks. They're getting away from him a little bit. These are taken care of. Taking a few bops from the Beamos. And the last room of the gauntlet. Taking this short time to heal up here. They'll load the Moldorms a little faster, so they're going to be out of sync. Well, just more out of sync than you're used to, anyway. Silver 1, and that one was the one he hit earlier, so nice 2-cycle there. It's sending up to the Wizra floor. It's my favorite floor just because of how technical it is. Alright. This room's the hard one. Gets it. First try. Nicely done. Alright. Through the worst parts of the gauntlet of the climb now. Just has to light these torches and you'll be on the top floor. Ohada not even wasting any time here. Alright, Moldorm 2. Looking to push him off the ledge. Gets it done, though. And if you can believe it, that's a vanilla Moldorm chest. It normally has a red rupee. Alright, the Act 2 fight. Only a single hit right there. So we can give her a double at least. Oh, not quite. Oh, a 0 there. Come on, Ohado. You got this. Double there, so up to 4. 6 hits total will take down Aga 2. Oh, the projectile got stuck in the wall. So still at 5. Oh my goodness. They're getting more and more desynced as the fight goes on. There it is. Well, I get 2 down. It's now time for Ohado to finish the scene by fighting Ganon. Alright. With 16 hearts total and red mail, this should be a fairly easy Ganon for Ohado. Let's see how it goes. Gets an early slash off to start things off. 6 hits per phase with the gold sword. And silvers were progressive. One bow was in Star Hospital's house. The second bow was in the back of Skull Woods in the chest. There are no more daily races tonight. Of course, Wednesday we'll have one at 2 p.m. as always. The mode has yet to be determined as far as I can tell. As does the channel. Alright, last hit here for Relkin. Or, Ohado, sorry. It's late, guys. Oh! Sets up for a triple. A little too slow, but gets the recovery. Kids are cheesy in chat for Ohado. Oh, folks, I almost did it again. Oh, toughed it out. Toughed it out. This was a rough seed. And Ohado has finished in 18th place overall with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 12 minutes, 38 seconds. We had Nakanashi in 14th with a time of 2:05:53. That was 14. 15 was Hobo Jim with a time of 2:07:06. Nipboy in 16th with 2:07:34, and Duran in 17th with a time of 2:11:37. Oh, this is a long one. And we are now going to be joined by Ohado. Ohado, thank you for joining me up here. It's been lonely because my co-host had to go to bed. But GG's to you as well. Thank you for finishing the seed, toughing it out. This was unfortunately a blind pedestal Aga seed.
Yeah,
your thoughts on this one?
Aside from just making a ton of like poor plays early on, like just bad execution all night, it was yeah, the fact that it ended up being a pedestal seed, I don't know, was the last thing I was expecting or hoping for there.
There's a lot of things we didn't expect on the seed, to be perfectly honest. It was, when we got down to it, we pretty much had a 50-50 between pedestal and Magic Bat.
Yep. Yeah, I was really hoping it was going to be Green Pendant turn in. That was like my last hope there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Green Pendant didn't turn in anything. But there's really not much to say about this seed. Glad you toughed it out, though.
Yeah, I didn't want to forfeit on restream or anything, but I was actually surprised you guys kept streaming the end of it. That was not a good showing for me.
No, but good of you to tough it out. That is, if there's one thing I will respect, is having the willpower to finish the seed despite it being grim.
Yeah. I don't like to quit on restream unless like I'm just absolutely had it.
Yeah. Which I think the seed more than took its fair share of victims tonight. I don't think anyone would wanted the seed.
Yeah, I was surprised when Kermit and SAGTG quit like pretty early on. I was like, wow, is it that bad?
Yeah, I think they got out lucky, to be honest. But any final thoughts on the seed? We should really wrap things up here. It's been a long night.
Nah, not really. Just I don't really know if there was anything I could have really predicted much better without having Book in that seed. So just an unfortunate one. But thank you guys for commentating and the trackers. Thanks for sticking it out with me, guys.
Yeah. Once again, folks, get your GGs in chat for Ohado and all our 4 research runners. I've already said to follow these guys. I've already said to follow my co-comp renderer and my our 2 trackers and Discord Speed Gaming. Kings 1 and Speed Gaming 2 through 6. But that being all said and done, folks, I've been Wolfling030, and from all of us here at the LinkedIn Randomizer, your community, we shall see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone. Oh boy, this is a nasty one. Good night.